Okay, I'd love to call the museum committee to order, and I'll remind you of your responsibility to declare a pecuniary interest. And I want to, first of all, welcome Kathy back. It has been nice to, it's great to see her smiling face, and we certainly missed you, so welcome back.
Well, thank you. It's good to be back.
We have no action items. We've got several information items, starting with the business and sponsorship report.
Good. So yes, and thank you, and I'm very happy to be back. So in regards to the sponsorship and business report, I'm happy to report here today that we have 2 new sponsors. There's 3 in total. The Legion, Southampton Legion has sponsored us prior, but we have 2 new sponsors coming on board with us this year. So we're continuing to make sure that we are broadening our partnerships in the area as well. So again, this is helpful in terms of help to set off offsetting our costs for our events. So the next item is also one of particular interest, and one that we're very pleased about. Council will recall last year we started on a project of consolidating our off-site storage locations. So it has been a long process. We were hopeful that we were going to get it completed earlier this year. It did take till the end of August, but happy to say that all of the objects have either been relocated to the alternate storage or back to the museum or part of a deaccessioning program. So in total, you know, this is again, it's been a project that's been a long time in the making, but basically over 500 objects are back at the museum, which is really excited, and then we have a little over 200, roughly 210 that are at our off-site storage here in Walkerton. So long project, lots of hard work by maintenance and collections, but that project has now been completed. So we will still work to continue to do the cataloging efforts for all of that, but it is great to have that project completed at this point. Moving along into the report, we have an update on our education and outreach. So again, a busy summer for our education and outreach coordinator. Summer camp was fully, lots of participants. Again, we only run the camp Tuesday through Thursday. We don't have a 5-day camp, but most days were pretty much full, and some days had waiting lists as well. We continue to partner with other community partners in the area so that the children also get an experience, a different experience, depending on the day of the week that they're with our facility as well. And that program did wrap up right at the end of August. So there's some of the happy campers there as well. And then also we continue to partner this year with the Southampton Arts Centre. So Southampton Art School runs a camp that's basically half a day. So lots of people are looking for a full day camp. So we ran specialty camp this year again quite successfully, and we'll look to continue that relationship with the Arts Centre for next year. So there's some more campers from that camp experience as well, and then some others just for regular programming. And then the marketing report, again, we have been very busy out in the community across the county at a variety of different events. So 20 events that we participated in over the summer, probably reaching and touching about over 1,000 people with that. And again, we were fortunate to be able to partner with the Bruce County Libraries and the Saugeen Shores Chamber of Commerce through the trolley, and also having some of the library programming come in-house at the museum as well, and as well as being outreach and being in the libraries over the summer too. So there's just a couple of pictures of some of the summer programming there. The Marine Heritage Festival, now in its 7th year. I think this year was quite a large crowd of people. The increase went from 22 cardboard boats in the race to 40, so it's becoming quite a well-known little festival in the area. And I think part of, you know, it's a great little community festival. It is free. All of the activities are free for people. And again, we're partnering with a number of different organizations in the area. So the Propeller Club, the Marine Heritage, the Chamber, and of course the museum is the launch party before the events start on the Saturday. So there we've got some pictures of the kids decorating cardboard boats, so we're trying to encourage people to make sure that they do put a boat in the race for sure. And I know Mayor Mike was participating that weekend, so it's always a great turnout and lots of people. He didn't, and I keep saying that council should have boats in the race, but nobody seems to want to take us up on it. The museum did win. There was a new event this year as well, which was the tug of war. So it was a large canoe, and I'm proud to say that the museum did win the tug of war race this year. We didn't win the boat, our own cardboard boat race, but the museum did win the tug of war. So we'll be participating again next year as well. And programming, we have a couple of different activities that were taking place, obviously, over the summer months. One was a group that we partnered with this year, the Authentic Voice Productions, and this group was not only doing theater productions around the county, but they were also doing on-floor interpretation for us in the summer. They also did some theater production at the museum as well, and it was all themed around the 150th, of course. And then we had a couple of interesting presentations. Phil Chadwick, who does this, take a look at Tom Thompson and the paintings and the weather, of course, so that was an event in August. And then we continued on with our First Nations cultural demonstrations programs, so that both members from Saugeen and from Nawash were coming in twice a week. So this program, again, has been running, approximately, I think we're in our 5th or 6th year, and it is very well received by the public. Speaking of wildlife, was a change for us in terms of our wildlife programming. We had previously had a reptile program, and we wanted to change things up a little bit, so we reached out to another organization. And then, of course, our special guest Wednesday. So every Wednesday, you'll see a different group that comes into the museum. And in particular, this one picture is the historic Saugeen Métis who were there. And then, of course, we've still got, again, our library and museum joint programming. So you're aware that we had launched the program with the library earlier in the year to do free admission, but we're also launched our joint programming. So in this instance, we had someone from the library coming in, and they were participated, engaging the children with robots and different programs, as well as our outreach student going out into the libraries as well. So again, working closely with the library as well. And that is the report for the museum, so I'd be happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Are there any questions for Kathy on any of these items? Seeing none. Our next meeting is October the 5th, and I would love a motion to adjourn. Bob, and seconded by Mike, all in favor? Thank you. We're adjourned.